As a heart doctor, I've seen far too many seniors rush to the emergency room with a stroke or heart attack. And what shocks most of them isn't some hidden disease or a missed checkup. It's something sitting right in their kitchen. Garlic. A food they believed was helping them live longer and keep their hearts healthy is for many quietly putting their lives at risk. 6 everyday habits, things people over 50 do without thinking, can turn this natural medicine into a silent threat. These mistakes can thin your blood so much that even a minor bump leaves you bruised. They can disrupt the rhythm of your heart, and in some cases, they can even cancel out the life-saving medications your doctor prescribed. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share these 6 mistakes that so many seniors are making right now. Mistakes that raise your chances of a stroke, a heart attack, or dangerous complications with your medication. But I'll also show you how to use garlic safely, so you can still lower your cholesterol, manage your blood pressure, and keep your arteries clean without risking your health. And don't go anywhere, because mistake number 2 is the one that's silently damaging your brain and your arteries, even if you feel completely fine. It's the mistake almost no one talks about, and knowing how to avoid it could literally save your life. Mary was 64 years old, a retired school teacher who had always been careful about her health. She didn't smoke, she walked every morning, and she wanted to keep her heart strong without relying on too many medications. So when she heard that raw garlic could lower cholesterol and protect against heart disease, she made it part of her daily ritual. Every morning, before breakfast, she chewed and swallowed 4 raw cloves, convinced she was doing something natural and powerful for her body. But one night, everything changed. Mary woke up feeling dizzy, her vision blurred, and within minutes, she collapsed in her kitchen. Her husband called 911, and at the hospital, doctors discovered her blood sugar had dropped to a dangerously low level, and she was bleeding internally. The culprit? The garlic she thought was protecting her heart was amplifying the effects of her blood thinner and driving her sugar levels dangerously low. She had no idea that this simple habit was quietly putting her life on the line. If you're over 50, worried about your heart, your blood pressure, or the risk of a stroke, Mary's story could just as easily be yours, unless you understand how garlic really works inside your body. And to do that, we need to start deep inside, where everything begins with your blood, your cells, and your heart. Inside your body, garlic doesn't just sit in your stomach waiting to do good things. It goes straight to work, and that work can either heal or harm depending on how you use it. The key compound in garlic, allicin, is what gives it its medicinal power. In the right amount, allicin relaxes your blood vessels, helping your circulation flow more smoothly, and it can reduce levels of LDL cholesterol, the so-called bad cholesterol that clogs your arteries. But when you take in too much, or combine it with the wrong circumstances, it can make your blood so thin that your pressure drops suddenly, or your body can't form clots when it needs to, leading to dangerous internal bleeding. Think of your bloodstream like a river. A healthy river flows calmly, moving nutrients and oxygen to every part of your body. Garlic, in moderation, is like clearing debris from the river, so the water moves freely. But when the current is pushed too fast and too thin, the riverbanks break. In your body, that can mean a simple bruise becomes a deep purple mark, or a minor fall turns into a trip to the hospital. Garlic also affects your pancreas by boosting insulin sensitivity. That can be wonderful if you're pre-diabetic because it helps your body use sugar more efficiently. But if you're already on medications like metformin or insulin, adding garlic can tip you into hypoglycemia, right, where your blood sugar crashes so low that you feel dizzy, confused, or even lose consciousness. And the impact doesn't stop there. Too much raw garlic can elevate your liver enzymes, irritating and inflaming an organ that's already working hard to filter your blood. Combine that with blood that's too thin, and your brain cells can be starved of oxygen. That lack of oxygen can trigger mini-strokes, foggy memory, or lasting neurological issues. Here's the surprising part. Some types of garlic, and the way you prepare them, can actually double the heart benefits without nearly any of these risks. I'll share exactly how to do that before the end, so keep watching. Let's break down the 6 most common garlic habits that can quietly turn this natural healer into a hidden risk. I'll count them down from the least dangerous to the most life-threatening, because every step along the way holds something you need to know to protect your blood, your heart, and your brain. Number 6. Storing fresh garlic in oil at room temperature. It may sound harmless, or even like something you've seen on a cooking show. A jar of garlic submerged in oil, ready to drizzle over bread or pasta. But what many people don't realize is that this creates the perfect breeding ground for a dangerous bacteria called Clostridium botulinum. This bacteria produces a toxin that can paralyze your muscles, even the ones that control your breathing. It's odorless and tasteless, so you'd never know it was there until your vision blurs and your arms or legs start to feel heavy. Studies of foodborne botulism show that nearly a quarter of those who consume contaminated garlic oil require machines just to help them breathe. The good news? It's easy to avoid. Always keep garlic oil refrigerated. Use a splash of lemon juice to make it acidic enough to prevent bacterial growth, or roast whole cloves in olive oil. Roasting not only makes the garlic safe, but also boosts its antioxidants, which help relax blood vessels and support healthy circulation. And before we move on, have you ever made homemade garlic oil? Drop a comment below. You might be surprised by how many people have been making this risky mistake without knowing it. Number 5. Combining garlic with diabetes medications. Garlic naturally helps your cells absorb glucose, lowering your blood sugar. For someone not on medication, that can be a small bonus. But if you're taking drugs like metformin or insulin, garlic can make your sugar levels plunge too low. We're talking about blood sugar dropping below 50 milligrams per deciliter, a level that can cause dizziness, confusion, or unconsciousness. In one study of people with type 2 diabetes, nearly 1 in 3 experienced severe hypoglycemia when garlic supplements were added to their routine, and several had to be hospitalized. To stay safe, always eat garlic with your meals, never on an empty stomach, and start with just 1 clove per day until you know how your body responds. Cooked garlic is a smart choice here too. Heat tames allisin's blood sugar effects while keeping most of its heart-friendly benefits, so you still get the cholesterol and blood pressure support without the dangerous lows. Have you ever felt shaky or lightheaded after eating garlic while on medication? Let us know. Your story could help another senior avoid a scary hospital visit. Number 4. Eating raw garlic on an empty stomach. Many seniors believe chewing raw garlic first thing in the morning cleanses the body. But for anyone with a sensitive digestive system, ulcers, or gastritis, this habit can backfire. The sulfur compounds in raw garlic are powerful. They help fight inflammation and bacteria, but they also erode the protective lining in your stomach. For someone with an undiagnosed ulcer, that irritation can lead to bleeding or even a hole in the stomach wall, something that often requires emergency surgery. If you have any digestive issues, there's no need to give up on garlic completely. Aged garlic extract is much gentler, offering heart benefits without the burn. Or, if you prefer fresh garlic, mince 1 clove and stir it into a spoonful of honey or yogurt. The coating soothes your stomach while still allowing the allicin to work its magic on your blood vessels and cholesterol. Here's a thought. What's your go-to way to eat garlic? Share below. We're curious how you make it part of your day. Number 3. Eating garlic before surgery or dental procedures. This is one of the most overlooked dangers. Garlic's blood-thinning effects can last up to a full week. That means a clove you ate 6 or 7 days ago can still affect your clotting time today. Surgeons and dentists have shared nightmare scenarios of simple procedures turning into hours-long battles to stop bleeding, all because a patient didn't know garlic could interfere. The solution is simple but critical. Stop eating garlic-heavy meals and supplements at least 10 days before any surgery, dental work, or biopsy. And always tell your healthcare provider about your garlic intake, even if it feels like a minor detail. That one conversation can save you from serious complications. By the way, did you know that some hospitals now specifically ask about garlic use during pre-surgery checklists? It's that important. Number 2. Overeating raw garlic, the whole bulb trend. This trend has taken off on social media, people swallowing entire bulbs of raw garlic every day for detox or immune boosting. But what they're not showing you is what happens next. Overloading your system with raw garlic can destroy red blood cells, leading to hemolytic anemia. It can also burn the lining of your esophagus, leaving scars that make swallowing painful for months. In one review of 67 cases at a major hospital, some patients who ate 15 to 30 raw cloves daily needed blood transfusions, while others could only consume liquids for half a year. Here's what's safe. Limit yourself to 1 to 2 cloves per day, about 4 grams total, and spread it out with your meals. Alternate fresh garlic with black garlic or aged garlic extract. These gentler forms are packed with antioxidants, help keep your arteries flexible, and won't leave your throat or blood cells in crisis. What's the most garlic you've ever eaten in a day? Be honest in the comments. This is one area where more is definitely not better. Number 1. Combining garlic with blood-thinning medications like warfarin, Eliquis, or even aspirin. This is the most dangerous mistake, and one that has cost lives. Garlic amplifies the effects of these drugs in ways that are hard to predict. I've seen patients suffer brain bleeds in their sleep or sudden retinal hemorrhages after something as simple as a garlic-heavy meal. Even small amounts, when combined with these medications, can send your clotting times soaring, putting you at risk for internal bleeding that can't be stopped in time. If you're on any blood thinner, be cautious. Small, consistent amounts of garlic in cooking may be safe, but only under your doctor's supervision, with regular INR blood tests to monitor your clotting levels. Avoid supplements and raw garlic unless your physician gives you a clear plan to balance your medications. And let's pause for a moment. Have you ever had unexplained bruising or bleeding while using garlic and medication together? Share below. Your experience might just save another viewer's life. Now you might be wondering, if garlic can be so risky, is it even worth using? Don't worry, because next, I'll show you a simple preparation trick that doubles garlic's heart benefits while taking away most of the dangers, so you can keep your arteries clear, your blood pressure balanced, and your heart protected without fear. Here's the simple trick I promised. The one that lets you enjoy all of garlic's heart protective power without the dangers. When you crush or chop garlic, don't cook or eat it right away. Let it sit for about 10 minutes before you do anything else. During those few minutes, an enzyme inside the garlic gets to work, converting its natural compounds into allicin, the very substance that helps lower cholesterol, relax blood vessels, and protect your arteries. Waiting just 10 minutes can boost allicin levels by as much as 1,900%, while also making the garlic gentler on your stomach and blood sugar. Pair that prepared garlic with a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil and a slice of whole grain bread, and you'll absorb those compounds even better. The healthy fats and fiber slow digestion, keep your blood sugar steady, and enhance how your body uses garlic's nutrients. And if you've ever found raw garlic too harsh, consider switching to black garlic or aged garlic extract. Both offer potent antioxidants and heart benefits with none of the burn or irritation. Remember mistake number 2? The raw garlic bulb trend may seem like a shortcut to good health, but it's quietly damaging your blood and starving your brain cells of oxygen. Stick to just 1 clove a day, prepare it wisely, and you can protect your heart and arteries without risking a stroke. Have you ever noticed symptoms like dizziness, unexpected bruising, or even a tightness in your chest after eating garlic? Or maybe you've been taking it faithfully every day, hoping it will strengthen your heart as you get older. I'd like to hear your story. Share it in the comments below. I personally read and respond to each one because your experience could help another person avoid a hospital visit or discover a safer way to care for their heart. I want you to leave this video with more than just warnings. I want you to feel empowered. Garlic is one of nature's most remarkable medicines. Used wisely, it can lower your cholesterol, support healthy blood pressure, and keep your arteries clear. Used carelessly, it can turn against you. The difference comes from understanding, not fear. When you know how garlic interacts with your blood and your cells, you can turn it into a true ally. It's about balance, awareness, and taking charge of your health with knowledge most people never hear. My goal is to give you those tools so you can protect your heart and live the life you deserve, strong, healthy, and free from unnecessary risks.